welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Yashica 44. So the 44 was introduced back in 1958 and it was made until I think 1964, and they made 3 models of this camera. You had the 44, which was kind of like the middle one. You had the 44A, which was the more budget-friendly one with slower shutter speeds. I think you had speeds from 1/125th of a second to 1/300th of a second, so a bit slower shutter speeds. And you had the 44LM, which was a light meter, or which had a light meter. Not any of these cameras uses a battery because they're all full mechanical. Even the light meter is a photo cell, so you don't need batteries for any of these cameras, I think. This camera came in the colors blue, which I think this one is, gray, black, and light brown. So yeah, let's start the review here at the top. So at the top here, because it's a TLR, basically what TLR means is that you have 2 lenses. It's called twin lens reflex camera. You have one lens here, which you look through. You can see here. Maybe, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of strong light over it, but basically the light you look for here and it goes out there. And this one actually takes a picture. As you can see, there's no shutter in this lens, there's a shutter in there. And then if you pop this tab out here, you get a magnifier. As you see there, it magnifies the image. And if you pop it out and pull this tab all the way in, it will lock into place. And then you can use this square right here to kind of do speed photography. Like if you don't have time to look down and get focus, let's say you already got your focus nailed down, you just want to look up and take a quick picture, let's say to sports, you can look through this and get an approximate of what you're taking a picture of. To close this, what I like to do is just like, do like a little closing motion and it pops back up, and then you just take that down. To close it, there's no latch or nothing, you just pull up and down. Works great. Let's go to the side here. Here and here you have some flash cold shoes. You can attach a flash there. Right here you have your frame counter. Here you should have your reset button for frame counter. It will not work because it's on 1 now, but I will show you. Right here is your film advance lever. The way you advance the film is just pull this down till it stops, and you can just let go and put it back. As you can see, now I went to 2, and you can do this how many times you want because this is not connected to the shutter at all. You see we're at 5 now. If I press this button in right here, let's see, you hear a click and you see it goes to 1. Let's go to the front. Here you have 2 60mm lenses with an aperture of 3.5 minimum. Pretty sharp lenses. Nothing else to say here really. The shutter is built into the lens right here actually. And the way you operate the shutter is, let's see, everything is pretty small, but this lever right here is how you cock the shutter. You maybe heard a little noise there. Now it's cocked. This is the shutter button. So now it's pressed in. It's open because it's on bulb mode now. And when I let it go, it closes. And the way you change your shutter speeds is that this outer ring right here, you can see you have speeds. Let's see, right around here. And you have speeds from bulb. You have 1 second right here. And then you have all the way up to 1/500th of a second. And mine is a bit slow to change, but it works. I'm gonna put on B to demonstrate later. Okay, so that's how you change the shutter speed on this camera. And to change the aperture, you have a small number right there. Let's see if you can see it right there. Right now it says 3.5, which is wide open. And the way you change that is that you move actually this one right here. This little tab. Everything is pretty small in this camera. This one. And you can see the number. I don't know if you can see, so small actually. The number there changes. So now we're at f22, which is the smallest aperture. And you can see here, oh, I accidentally put on the setup timer. Let's put it back, and now you can see the aperture is small. And now if I pull this one up, you can see it changing in real time. Okay, that's how you change the shutter speed and quick shutter and the aperture. This right here, this little yellow here, switches between older, like bulb flashes, and X is for electronic flashes. And here's your flash sync port. So you would put your flash on the cold shoe, you would take out the PC port or the PC line, put in this port, and if you had bulb flashes, you would have it on M, and if you have electronic flashes, you would have it on X. And right here, as I tripped before, you actually have a self timer. So you put it down like that, and now take a picture. This will, let's put it on, actually 1 second. This will start a timer, probably around 10 seconds, not sure. And yeah, still works in this camera. I mean, this is an old camera, it's still pretty amazing that everything works mechanically. And here is of course your shutter button right here, as you can see. That's all the features at the front. Now let's go to this side. The way you focus this camera is you twist on this knob right here. And as you can see now, if you look right here, you can see how the whole camera goes in and out. It's like the older bellow focus system. So you're actually moving the lens farther away from the film. That's how you focus. I guess that's how you do it with SLRs as well, but yeah. And then here you have a little approximate, or where your focus is. This is a minimum focus at 1 meter, all the way up to 20 and then infinite. And here you have a little graph to show you what's in focus. So let's say you're at f11, and if you have this focus, you will be focused between 5 meters to 2 meters. So you just read this graph right there. See, it's 11, 8, 5.6, 3.5. So that's how you focus this camera. Down here, you have 2 knobs, which both can be pulled out, like this. And this is actually how you load the camera and advance to the first frame. So let's just switch fast, go to the bottom here, and let's open the film back. To open the film back, just screw this one out, and you see this latch will come out. Now it's loose. Just lift it over, and there you go. Now it's open. Now you can much more clearly see that this lens is the only one you can see on the bottom. This one. This is what's taking the picture. So if I just quickly show you how that looks, you can see now that it's fully open. And the way we load film this camera, also by the way, this uses 127 film, and it takes 4x4s. Not like medium format, which takes medium format that takes like 6x6 or 6x7s. This takes 4x4s. And this film, I don't think is being made anymore. I've seen some, I think, American company make 1:7 film, but you can get an adapter to actually adapt 35mm film into this camera. You can see it fits in here. And then you would get what's called a sprocket photo, like basically the whole image is exposed, even the sprockets. Normally it would just be this part inside the sprocket, but in this camera you will get everything exposed. Actually, size comparison. This is a 35mm. It's slightly smaller. And here you have a 120mm film, which I will compare this to a Hasselblad soon to show you the size difference. But as you can see, this does not fit in here. This is too big, so you can't use that. And this is too small, but you can get adapters. And the way you would load this camera is you would pull this tab out, you would take off this metal spool here, and you would insert it down here. And you would pull this one out, and there you go, now it's on. As you can see now, this one is connected to the advanced lever. And then you would put your film here, you would take the slide or the film tab, put it in here, insert it, and you would advance. I guess we advance on this one until you would see 2 arrows align with these arrows right here. Then you know the film is loaded, and you can close it up like that. And now you would open this window here. You can see now you see right through the camera, and you would keep on advancing until you see number 1 appear here. Even says on the cover, set at number 1. When it shows number 1, you close the camera, you reset your counter here, and now ready to shoot. That's how you load film to this camera. And that's all the features in this camera, really. Like I said, it's an old mechanical TLR, so it doesn't have like any new electronic features or something. It's pretty bare bone, pretty basic camera, and it is small. I'm gonna show you. This is the Yashica. Let's see. And this right here is a Hasselblad 500cm. So let's quickly take off the lens here. And just to show you the difference in viewfinders. Let's see. Now you can get a, let's see if you can see it even. Pretty good understanding how the size difference is in viewfinder. Let's just take this one out and trip the shutter, put it away. And this is a Hasselblad film back, and this is how big the images are. There's no film in, of course. And this is the film back of the Yashica. As you can see, pretty big difference. And I will make a review of this Hasselblad actually in the future when I get more used to it. Actually, just I got it like 2 months ago, and I shot 1 roll of film for it yet. So when I get a bit more accustomed to this camera, I will make a video about that. I also has a little add-on here. Here is some original carrying case for the Yashica, and you just simply put the camera in here. It's a bit broken, but put the camera in here, and now we have a little carrying case. Let's take it out of the case for now. So yeah, that's all the features in this camera. And now I'm gonna give it a camera score. So starting off with build. This is actually built very good, I think. Like it feels good in your hand. It's pretty small. And I've never really held a Rolleiflex or a bigger TLR, but this feels very small. But it still feels, it got some weight to it. It still feels nice. And I would say, all the components, they feel nice, they sound good. And also just the fact that the shutter works, even the slow speeds. After, what is it now, 60 plus years. It's pretty amazing actually. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 in build quality. Price wise, this is pretty hard for me to like figure out, because I got this for 40 euro. I see them go for like around 80 euro, but at the same time, it is a dead format. Like you can't buy a Kodak film for this camera. Like you have to buy some other brand. So film is pretty scarce for this camera. Of course, you can use an adapter to use this film, but so yeah, I think it's pretty hard to give a price on this camera because you can't really use it the way it's intended to. But still, if you want to get into the TLR, or I don't know if this even is medium format. I guess it's like small, medium format. But if you want into that, or just get into TLRs in general, this is a great entry point, because, as I said, they were really cheap. It's 40 euro. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 with a grain of salt. It depends how you look at it. And then feel. Honestly, this camera feels amazing. Everything from this waist level viewfinder, and the full mechanical shutter, and all the features. And this was pretty beautiful to look through this viewfinder. Everything just feels great. It feels nice to hold, feels nice to shoot. So I would give this a 8 out of 10 in feel. So yeah, that's it for my review, and thanks for watching.